Hey guys, how you doing? It is like 11:23. Mind you, I've been sitting in this chair, everything set up, ready to record, and I just didn't start until now. It's 11:23 p.m. And you know that I do things pretty late because sometimes that's where the iron is striking. But I'm getting to the point where I need to get my sleeping schedule in order, and I'm getting to the point where sleep is important. As much as I love sleep, I don't do that junk. I do not do that junk enough, so it's late and I'm pretty tired. But listen, if I'm gonna create, I gotta do it. I gotta do it tired. I gotta do it hungry. I gotta do it a little smelly. I gotta do it a little sad. I gotta do it a little angry. I gotta do it a little depressed. I gotta do it a little ugly. I gotta do it. Okay? So that's why I'm here. I also gotta do it a little dehydrated and hydrated. Come on now. Drink your water. And it's a little cold in here, but I got me a little. Got me a sweatshirt. Hey y'all, it is your favorite baby face Aunt Monty coming back at you with another video. Let's do some fire games. It's a little late, so I'm gonna go I'm a little you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I should do another video where I'm just kind of talking about just yapping, because that's what I do. Random yapping, not intentional yapping. But yeah, life has been an interesting thing for me right now, and I do want to talk about that with you guys. I just feel like I feel like I should put that out there, and somebody that might be relating, but that's not why we're here. We're here because of SpongeBob. We are so close to finishing everything on Alex Bell's channel related to SpongeBob. It's kind of like a bittersweet moment, and we're not there quite yet. But however, we are going to finish, and we are still committed to this, and there's still other cartoon conspiracy theories that we can watch nonetheless. I'm excited. I'm so sleepy, but I'm gonna push through. This is kind of like a sleepy, I would say like a sleepy vibe, a sleepy vid, a little. But before we start, I need you to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn that bell so you know what our pills be. By the time I finish, this is probably gonna be 1 a.m. And then after that, I'm gonna go lay it down and do it all all right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get on to this video. Why are you spinning? What's all that about? So we have SpongeBob conspiracy number 8, the time traveling ghost pirate theory. This is about the flying mother trucking Dutchman, a real G, a real thug, a real nigga. Let's see what Alex had to say about this one. Okay, let's go ahead and get started.
Alright, so this time, instead of ending with the big twist, I'm just gonna open with it. The Flying Dutchman is the ghost of Patchy the Pirate. This
Holy
is a claim that
crap.
makes absolutely no sense. They look different, they act different, and most importantly, Patchy the Pirate is alive at the same time we see the Flying Dutchman. It would be impossible to prove that they're the same person, right? Well,
It's already got my attention.
This is the time travel
Already got my
ghost
attention.
pirate theory.
Alright, you hear the violin? I was gonna say the
You
guitar.
mean the big tentacle monster in my basement?
Okay, real quick. We are finally getting more things with the muse. Am I saying that right, bro? Some words are hard. With the muse. Oh my god, I can't wait for this to all come full circle, bro. I'm so freaking excited. Okay, I just had to point that out. Okay, let's continue. Alright.
How do you know about that?
I have one too.
What?
Ooh, I like that yellow cup.
When you say you have a muse, you mean you also have a creepy monster thing in your basement giving you SpongeBob theories?
Well, no, it didn't give me SpongeBob theories. It got me my commercial jobs.
I didn't even know there was more than one. I have
First of all, Alex. Why would it be SpongeBob for her? That's just your thing. You got a crazy tentacle monster feeding you SpongeBob theories and making you do them against your will. Okay, it's different. It's different. Lock in, bro. Why would it be the same? Not too much on Alex though, cause I love you.
1,000 questions right now. Like, what exactly are they? Where do they come from? What do they want?
I probably don't know that much more than you. Mine just showed up in my house one day and eventually it left.
Wait, yours left? As in you don't have a muse?
Uh-oh.
No. I just kept giving mine meat, it got me a permanent job, and then it left. Listen, I know they seem really weird and creepy at first, but honestly, they're just here to help.
But didn't you have to feed yours, like, more than just meat?
No. What have you been feeding yours?
Uh-oh.
Mine ate a cat.
Hang on, you gave your muse a cat?
I didn't feed it the cat, okay? It was in my home and then it took it, okay? It wasn't my fault.
Okay, well, obviously you don't have a cat in your home when you have a muse. Listen, just keep giving it meat, and eventually it'll leave you with enough SpongeBob theories to last you for years.
What is it's just crazy. His sweater is clean though. I want that. I need that. Desire that.
So, I've been thinking about things and I'm willing to continue our relationship, but things have to be very different this time. No more eating living animals. Let's just stick to the store-bought meat, okay?
I love when he just rolls bro a bottle. He's like, shut up.
Oh.
Here's another theory.
Okay. Great. Glad we're on the same page. You know, I'm sorry about all the shouting and the craziness. You know, I don't have anything against you personally. I think if we just communicated better, we could have, you know, avoided a lot of the issues.
Hey man, you don't hear that slime in the back of your head?
Finally have an understanding.
Ew. Ugh. I don't like that. You're marked, bro. You're marked.
All right, the time-traveling ghost pirate theory. That's the real title we're going with? Sure, fine, whatever. Now, before we begin, I just want to say how thankful I am for all the support on these SpongeBob theories.
You know we
These
love
videos
you.
have, definitely changed my life. So, to give a little bit back to the community, today I'd like to support a small independent company out there that you've probably never even heard of. That's why today's video is sponsored by a tiny...
Alex, I know that you know that I love you dearly. But no. No. Uh-oh. Oh. Well,
Before I get into how these characters connect, I have to explain the tragic backstory of Patchy the Pirate.
I'm Patchy,
Tragic?
president of the SpongeBob SquarePants fan club.
Patchy the Pirate is the president of the SpongeBob fan club, and they often cut to him during special episodes to host the show and talk to the audience. He fits in perfectly with my television theory, and clearly works for the in-universe SpongeBob SquarePants showrunners as some kind of mascot for the show.
Boring. Well, if it isn't my less than amusing side.
Sorry. I thought I could put the seat up a little bit more, but let me go ahead and sit up. Let me get a little comfortable while I'm in here. Like I said, it's like a nighttime vibe, bro. Like nighttime. Probably gonna be a bit of a low energy vid. We'll see. I say that every time, but then like something blows my mind and I'm in here shouting. Let me go back a little bit, because I was kind of distracted. My bad.
My television theory, and clearly works for the in-universe SpongeBob SquarePants showrunners as some kind of mascot for the show.
Boring. Well, if it isn't my less than amusing sidekick, Potty the Parrot.
Patchy is this weird, lonely guy whose only friend is a talking parrot who's constantly harassing him, and I'm also pretty sure Patchy wants to eat him.
Shiver me timbers, it's Potty. I wonder what parrot tastes like.
But that's not what this theory is about. If you rewatch all the episodes with Patchy, you start to notice a bit of a disturbing development with his character. Patchy has devoted his entire life to SpongeBob, but that devotion is very one-sided, and the more time that goes on, the more resentful Patchy becomes of SpongeBob. In the season 3 episode...
See, the thing is though, before Alex really get into that, I can see why it's traumatizing. Patchy is a die-hard fan of freaking SpongeBob, bro. His room was nothing but SpongeBob blankets, covers, and plushies, and figurines, and posters. How rude. I was on a roll. My homie Patchy is truly the ultimate SpongeBob fan. Like, I think we all, if you're a SpongeBob fan, should really try to live up to the legacy that he has created. Like, I know that I will. Like, I know that I want to. When I become a filthy rich, I'm not going to, well, no, filthy rich sounds crazy, because that sounds like I'm doing the weird things for a piece of, strange things for a piece of change, and I'm not. But if I become nicely wealthy, financially stable to the point where I can do whatever I want, listen, I will be Patchy level SpongeBob fan when it, like, I'm gonna have everything SpongeBob. Like, I'm working on it right now. Oh, but the thing I love about y'all, the ones that I know personally, people that don't even, I mean, kind of know me, is like I've received like gifts that are SpongeBob related, and I truly, like, one day I want to just make a video of all the little SpongeBob gifts that I got that I want to put in my space and stuff. Like, I love it because you can't go wrong. But my goal is to really just be like Patchy when it comes to this SpongeBob lifestyle. It's not just, he's not just a square dude. He's a way of living. And I'm so mad at myself that I'm not to the level of Patchy when it comes to SpongeBob. We all should be like him. And the fact that he wasn't getting the proper recognition that he deserved, it was just Alex is gonna get into, I have a problem with that.
So in Party Pooper Pants, Patchy throws a house party and tries to invite SpongeBob, but he doesn't show up.
Say, you didn't bring SpongeBob with you, did you? Gee, I sure hope he got his invitation.
I'd sure like to go to this party, but I can't read the invitation.
But Patchy doesn't really seem to be that upset about it.
Ah, well.
But then things start to take a turn in the episode The Sponge Who Could Fly. Patchy follows a map and goes on a crazy adventure to find the legendary Lost SpongeBob episode, and after finally getting it, this is what plays.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yo, that is probably one of the funniest SpongeBob moments ever, bro. When I was a kid, bro, I read the comment section, and I don't know what it is, bro. I love how we're all connected as humans because we have all felt this emotion. Why was that junk? Why was this scary? Like, the walking, I think it was like, hold on.
Finally getting it, this is what
we gotta talk about it. Like, this looks scary. And the other thing that he did, this one right here specifically was scary. And then that beat switch up when he doing like the little, bro, that somebody was like, when I was a kid, I thought that was scary. This little bit was scary. It was scary. I don't know why it was scary, but it was, bro. But now that I'm older, this is like, when I see SpongeBob is so freaking funny. This is so funny to me. Like, as a kid, I was just as confused as Patchy. Like, what are we watching? Did we big up the Lost episode and this is what it is? What's going on? But like, now that I'm an adult, bro, this is so funny. Like, this is like some peak comedy to me. Yes, I laugh like when I see this. And then, you know, try to recreate the walks and stuff, like the way he was doing it, bro. It's just like, I love it, bro. This right here is literally one of the funniest clips like ever, and I lose it every time because it's so funny. But yeah, I don't know what it was like as a kid being scared of it. Like, it gave you a scary feeling. I don't know why. But and I've been a big fan of SpongeBob since I was a kid. I don't know why this was scary, but it was. But yeah, oh my god, so funny.
That's it? That's the last episode? That was just a bunch of cheap warp cycles!
What a rip!
So, Patchy got let down by SpongeBob again, but I'm sure he'll get over it just like last time.
SpongeBob betrayed us! I'm sorry.
Look at this! I need my room looking like that.
Patchy
like this. Like that.
Like,
come on, man. Come on. Like, I need this. I desire this.
Patchy has a full.
Look at that. Look at the Gary. Look at the SpongeBob. Look at this. Look. I need that. Yes. At my semi-big age, because I ain't old until I want to be old. But I need this. I need that real bad. Like, I love it. I need this so bad. I want it so bad. Okay. I gotta have this before I get married. And even then, no, babe. The SpongeBob covers are staying. They were married now. And SpongeBob is forever. SpongeBob was here first before you was here. Yeah. We'll find a compromise. And the compromise is we keep him.
Mental breakdown. Now, eventually he does find the real lost episode and goes back to normal, but this is just the start of Patchy's transformation into a much darker character. In the season 6 episode Truth or Square, Patchy throws a massive television extravaganza to celebrate 10 years of SpongeBob. There is a ton of production value and celebrities that Patchy managed to get. There is no way SpongeBob would show up for it.
LeBron with hair.
Celebrities that Patchy managed to get.
Yo. Yo, you don't even look like this no more, bro. Come on. Yo, LeBron, one of the greatest basketball players, if not the greatest. I don't know. That's what y'all be saying. This is crazy. This is crazy. His hairline looks normal. What happened? See, this is. I get it. Listen, if you're a man, I feel bad for you. But listen, try to keep your hair. I know you guys kind of like, some of y'all like your hair a little low, but this hairstyle right here, you're playing a dangerous game, because if you keep cutting it that low and you keep cutting it that low, it may just stay that low for the rest of your life. Yeah, and all the way back here in the sunroof area. I'm just saying. Sincerely, everybody that can see the back of your head. That's all we're saying. P.S. Sincerely, everybody that can see the back of your head.
There is no way SpongeBob wouldn't show up for it.
SpongeBob Squarepants! What do you mean he's not coming? 10 years I've been president in his fan club!
Patchy has dedicated 10 years of his life to SpongeBob, and he can't even be bothered to show up once. And this never even gets resolved in the episode either. Patchy tries to find SpongeBob, thinks he's about to meet him, but then it turns out it was all just a dream.
Mister, are you...
Oh, nah. See, grounds for a crash out. You mean to tell me I've been loyal for 10 years straight? 10 years straight. Invited you to parties, everything. And you mean to tell me you don't show up? See, now SpongeBob, I love you down. You are truly my homie, my broski, okay? My vato. But like, dude, you need to show up for the people that be showing up for you. I get it. You're a busy sponge. Life be happening. I get it. But Patchy deserves your appearance, your love, your support, man. Because all he ever give is love and support to you, Patchy. Huh? Come on, I mean, to you, SpongeBob. Huh? Come on now, Patchy don't deserve this. He dreaming about meeting you and it's not real. You know what that does to somebody's mental and emotional psyche? When they give and don't receive back? SpongeBob, come on. I love you, but I gotta give you tough love sometime. All right.
Okay.
SpongeBob?
No, it's just me, the guy in the penny.
Patchy's one-sided obsession with
guy on the
SpongeBob is
penny?
making him delusional, and this is by no means the last time Patchy will hallucinate meeting SpongeBob. In Atlantis Squarepantis, Patchy gets lost in the desert and once again hallucinates SpongeBob.
Uh-oh, here come the hallucinations.
It's me, SpongeBob Squarepants.
But then, in SpongeBob's Big Birthday Blowout, it seems like he finally really does meet SpongeBob.
From your biggest fan. Huh? I have a fan?
Surprise! It's Patchy the Pirate! Happy birthday, SpongeBob!
Thank you, Patchy.
But even if they don't explicitly say it, this is definitely another hallucination. It's right after he crashed into an island, and he's just a severed head for some reason, and he can breathe underwater. Yeah, I'm gonna say that this is a hallucination. They have another alleged meeting in SpongeBob's Road to Christmas special, but this time Patchy's fully animated for some reason, so I'm pretty skeptical about this one too. In fact, I'm gonna come back to this one. Keep it in mind because it's gonna be very important later on. So, as much as
Also, I gotta play some devil's advocate here, okay? Listen. Patchy, you are being a little, if not a lot, actually, parasocial. Listen, you don't know this man personally. You don't know this man. You don't know this sponge personally. This sponge is a busy sponge. Got a lot of things going on. This sponge been in the game since 1999 to the present day, carrying the weight of Nickelodeon on his mother trucking sponge back. You need to understand your role. SpongeBob didn't even know you existed Okay, let alone you being the leader of a fan club he didn't even know about. He probably doesn't even know that any of us are fans. He's just in the Bikini Bottom, going to the Krusty Krab, being the best he can be to the Bikini Bottom folks. Squidward, Patrick, Gary, Sandy, Mr. Krabs, Larry the Lobster, the My Leg guy, Plankton sometimes, Karen, you know, a bunch of people. The list goes on. And under a pineapple. Okay, trying to keep things together. You gotta understand that he does not owe you anything either. Because I gotta play devil's advocate, okay? I got on SpongeBob, now I gotta get on you. Having hallucinations, dreams even, it's a little weird, okay? You gotta understand. This man don't owe you nothing. I mean, excuse me. This sponge don't owe you nothing. I get it. I get it. Now, if he was out here making false promises to you, then of course. Then SpongeBob need to take that accountability. But you gotta take the accountability and you gotta have some self-awareness. Okay, Patchy? Alright.
Patchy worships SpongeBob and wants to meet him, he never will. And you don't have to take my word for it either. In a 2009 WonderCon panel with some of the actors and creators of SpongeBob, they talk about the rules they have for writing the show, including the fact that Patchy can never meet SpongeBob.
His character has evolved into this pirate that's obsessed with SpongeBob. Well, they can never meet, right?
Well, yeah, they can never meet. There's a lot of rules in SpongeBob which are there for a reason, which I think is part of the success in a way.
From the very start of his creation, they doomed Patchy to be an obsessed fan who would never meet his idol. He will spend the rest of his life devoted to SpongeBob, but no matter how hard he tries, he will never reach Bikini Bottom, and he will never meet SpongeBob. And unfortunately, that is the tragic story of Patchy the Pirate.
See now I feel bad. I'm all over the place. Let me drink some water. Listen, my point still stands on both people. On both individuals. Because one's not a person. You gotta take some accountability on both sides. But at the same time, like I said, SpongeBob SpongeBob just worked there. Okay? SpongeBob just do what he's supposed to do. This is the producers, managers, and show writers' fault for doing this. For creating false promises. So here I am telling you, finger wagging at you. There's a lot of finger wagging in this episode or this video. Y'all broke this man's spirit. Y'all basically have put this man into psychosis, schizophrenia, something. Okay, to the point where he is mentally deranged, thinking that he's gonna meet SpongeBob. This is y'all's fault. To the point now he gonna hate SpongeBob. Why? Who could hate SpongeBob? And I don't need your comments, because if you hate SpongeBob, I promise you you're blocked and getting deleted. Period. I do feel bad though, because it's like, dang man, that's all he's ever gonna be. That's all Patchy's ever supposed to be. But it's like, but you gotta think about it, because if you're parasocial though, if you're being a little weird, you're probably going to scare the person that you're being a little bit obsessive, or a lot obsessive. Okay, a lot. You're gonna scare SpongeBob. You're gonna scare the little square dude. You got, in the case that you do meet him, you gotta play it cool. He's just a regular sponge like other sponges. You know, he's just like you and me. Put one leg in a pants leg at a time type of individual. And flip patties for a living. Come on now. He's just like us. I say that as if every episode shows that he is not like us. Oh my Kendrick Lamar. But like, dude, come on. But I do feel bad. Now I like to sometimes see where Alex is going with this. I wonder, because of his disdain or resentment, I wonder if it's like he's like, working with the Flying Dutchman, or like, I don't know, some type of like ghost in a sense. And he's like another entity where he could be in the Bikini Bottom, but he has to play like a different persona. So he's like the Flying Dutchman. And the Flying Dutchman is like really well acquainted with SpongeBob, but sometimes also a douchebag to SpongeBob, kind of like mean. So I wonder if like it's Patchy, but he's like has so much resentment. So it's like sometimes he terrorizes SpongeBob. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, like if that's where Alex is going with that, which is kind of crazy, but hey man, we're like 9 minutes in. Almost 10 minutes in. Let's go back. I can't wait to see what he says.
But if all of that's true, then I just have one lingering question. How come the dumpster behind the Krusty Krab has a message that reads, "Patchy was here"? Don't go anywhere, because the time-traveling ghost pirate theory is about to get crazy.
Uh-oh! Patchy? Oh, those are hard. Those are so swaggy. I would hurt myself just to use them. No, I would not. Don't call the people on me. Please. Sorry. I'm sorry. Let me mute myself. Let me pause. Let me pause. All that noise I was making. My bad, bro. My bad. Uh-oh. Alex, this ain't a good look for you, bro. Are you gonna eat that? Are you gonna eat that? What's the date on that? Hey man, that jug says, what is it? January, February, March, April, bro. That's April 23rd, 2022. It's 2025. You shouldn't eat that. It's gone bad. It's like the stuff, like, that's like what your granny and grandpa's be having deep in their refrigerator. You're like, hey, I'm hungry. They're like, oh yeah, I got something in there. Bro, be careful, bro. They never throw nothing out. Exhibit A. Put that meat down. It's 2025. Ah, bro, you gonna eat that? Cause he done put. Ah, bro. Oh God, no, bro. Oh. Oh, Alex, this is not a good look, bro. I am not messing with that. The origin of the flying dart. Why do I keep going in and out like that?
I'll come back to this message later, but first, we have to talk about the mysterious origins of the Flying Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman is the legendary ghost pirate that haunts Bikini Bottom.
In a pirate ship, the Flying Dutchman descends on Bikini Bottom.
The first time we hear about the Flying Dutchman is in the episode Squidward the Unfriendly Ghost, when SpongeBob finds a comic book about
his origins. It's a good episode, actually.
It's the origin of the Flying Dutchman. It says when he died, they used his body as a window display. Now he haunts the seven seas because he was never put to rest.
Now, I've always been a little skeptical about this origin, not just because it's claiming they put an actual human corpse up as display in a kid's store, but because the Flying
I didn't think about it like that.
Contradicts it.
It's a little torn. Of course, it was the shirt I was buried in.
He was never put to rest.
If he was buried, then this origin can't be true. So, who is the Flying Dutchman actually? Well, when I rewatched all the episodes with the Flying Dutchman, I kept noticing that he seems to have some kind of fixation with SpongeBob in particular. In the episode Shanghai, he dropped his anchor on SpongeBob's home, which leads to him having to briefly join the Dutchman's crew. Then, in Born Again Krabs, he's about to take Mr. Krabs' soul, but then immediately changes his mind when SpongeBob offers his soul instead. And even in the Camp Coral prequel show, he haunts SpongeBob as a kid. But strangest of all, in Ghost Host, the Dutchman's ship gets destroyed, and out of all the places in Bikini Bottom he could stay, he decides to stay with SpongeBob.
I hate this episode, bro.
My location where I'll be staying? Business or residence? Residence.
And look at the way he mischievously smiles when he sees SpongeBob. It feels like this is personal for him, but why? The episode Ghost Host is actually the first time we get a bit more depth of the Flying Dutchman's character. At first, he spends all of his time torturing SpongeBob, but eventually, he just wants to stay and hang out with him.
Maybe stay with a friend for a while. Just for a little while longer.
Even though his ship's already been repaired for 3 months.
Actually, I have a confession, SpongeBob. My ship's been done for 3 months now.
It feels like the Dutchman
so
has
insane.
some kind of vendetta against SpongeBob specifically, but also, deep down, he's just lonely and wants to be SpongeBob's friend. And
just like Mother Truck and Patchy the pirate. Hold on. I gotta put my sweatshirt on, bro. I gotta put it on. Gotta be Miss Put It On. Mrs. Put It On. I gotta put my sweatshirt on. Cause it's cold in here and I might be anemic. So I'm gonna put it on. Miss Put It On. They call me Mrs. Put It On. So I put it on. Gotta put on my sweatshirt cause I'm cold. Might be anemic. It's my favorite color, which is yellow. And I might be anemic. And I might be anemic. I love it. I love me a good sweatshirt. All right, let's tap back in.
Does that remind you of anyone? Someone?
Oh, I can't hear. Sorry, just kidding. We're not tapping back in because I can't hear. Oh yeah, it's late, bro. I'm so delirious. I'm so tired.
Wants to be SpongeBob's friend.
Oh!
And does that remind you of anyone? Someone who's desperate to be SpongeBob's friend, but also has a deep resentment towards him.
Uh-oh.
Okay, but there's like a bunch of reasons why the Flying Dutchman couldn't be the ghost of Patchy the Pirate. I mean, for starters, they look totally different, right? Different shirt, different hat, and most importantly, the Dutchman doesn't have the iconic hook and eye patch that Patchy does. This is the point where I was about to give up and scrap this theory, but then I decided to rewatch the Season 1 episode, ARG, where SpongeBob plays a board game called The Flying Dutchman's Treasure that's actually based on the Flying Dutchman's real map.
The Flying Dutchman's Treasure Hunt.
Based on a real treasure map.
And then I noticed something. One of the game cards actually shows a picture of the Flying Dutchman. I mean, look, he clearly has the same nose and face as him, but this looks like a picture of when he was still alive and had a darker black beard. But the hat he's wearing is not the usual Flying Dutchman hat. It is the exact same hat Patchy the Pirate wears. Okay, but he still doesn't have the eye patch and the hook hand, right? Yeah, but here's the thing. Neither does Patchy. Patchy's hook is always switching hands, and he constantly takes off his eye patch. Because Patchy isn't a real pirate, he's just pretending to be one.
The great thing about Patchy is that he lives in Encino, California. But he's a pirate. But the only thing that makes him a pirate is that he says he's one and dresses like one.
Okay, fine, but the shirt.
You know what's funny about this though? Which I kind of feel bad for Patchy right now, but it might change. It might change when as the episode goes on, because you know my mind be everywhere and I never cared. It's the fact that I feel kind of bad. They are clowning him so bad. They're like, he can never meet SpongeBob because he's super obsessive. Also, he's not even a real pirate. He lives in Casino, California. Like, bro, doxing, bro, basically telling them where he actually stayed. Like, they do not like Patchy. Like, what's tea? Like, why do y'all not like my homie Patchy? Come on, Patchy, it was a joy to see Patchy come on my screen when I was a kid. Like, yo, he pop out. I'm like, yo, it's Patchy. Like, we right here. But like, y'all really don't like Patchy. Like, what's tea? Like, they do not like that man. But maybe as the theory go on, it'll make some sense because they don't like him. That's funny.
The shirt is still very different. You know, the Dutchman's is all open and it's got those stripy things. Patchy's is more fancy with the big white puffy collar and cuffs. Well, in the Curse of Bikini Bottom, we see the Flying Dutchman's closet and he pulls out the exact same shirt that Patchy wears. Same fancy puffy collar, same cuffs. Fine, okay? Maybe Patchy the Pirate and the Dutchman look the same. But that doesn't mean they're the same person. It's time we address the elephant in the room. The Flying Dutchman can't be Patchy's ghost because Patchy is alive at the same time we see the Flying Dutchman. Like, in order for this theory to be true, Patchy would have to die and then the Dutchman's ghost would show up. But they're simultaneously existing at the same time. Patchy even shows up during an episode all about the Flying Dutchman, and he even calls it his favorite episode.
We're gonna see me favorite show, Shanghai. Ta-da!
It is physically impossible for Patchy and the Dutchman to be the same person. Or is it? Things are about to get stranger.
I need it to get weird. I love when things get a little weird.
Thank you once again for supporting us at Happy Meat Farms. Together, we're building a better future.
Cut! Let's move on.
The production, Alex, man, I see it.
Hey, Victoria, I tried to work things out with the Muse
exactly like you said, and then I'm pretty sure it, like, bit me or something, and now I'm, like, feeling really weird and craving raw meat. Could you just call me back, please? I'm starting to freak out a little bit. Victoria! Where have you been? I've been trying to call you all day.
Hey, sorry, I'm at work.
Okay, so, like, the muse, like, bit me, I think, and now I'm, like, craving raw meat, and...
Yeah, I know, I got your messages. Just calm down. This is a good thing.
How is this a good thing?
It means it's almost over. Okay, here's what I need you to do.
Girl, I'm eating raw meat. What do you mean it's almost over? I don't want to eat raw meat for me to get through this. What are you talking about? Like, are we okay? Are you okay? Like, Victoria, I told you that this thing bit me on my neck in a bad way, but I got a cool little band-aid, you know. I'm eating raw meat. Help me. Like, you need some new friends, Alex. I'm sorry. So this must be a copyright issue. Got you.
When I rewatched all the episodes with the Flying Dutchman, I noticed something strange. In the Season 7 episode, The Curse of Bikini Bottom, the Dutchman gets a girlfriend, but starts to freak out when she wants to get married.
She wants to marry me! I ain't the marrying type!
But the Dutchman not being the marrying type isn't entirely true. Back in Season 3 during Ghost Host, we see that the Dutchman was once married.
Is that a wedding ring?
Oh, this holds nothing.
Alright, but so what? You know, this just seems like a small continuity error between seasons, no surprise for SpongeBob. But in the Season 6 special, SpongeBob vs. the Big One, there's an even stranger moment like this. The Flying Dutchman bumps into Mr. Krabs and says this to him.
Ah! He's a Flying Dutchman! Ah! It's some guy I've never seen before!
He says he's never met Mr. Krabs before, but there are 2 whole episodes from previous seasons dedicated to the Dutchman trying to steal Mr. Krabs' soul for being too greedy. They're even on a first-name basis.
Eugene Krabs! It's some guy I've never seen before!
Alright, so another weird inconsistency with the Dutchman, but I'm still not convinced that it's not just lazy writing. But back in The Curse of Bikini Bottom, there's a moment that cannot be
he looks gross like that.
Error.
Listen.
Back in The Curse of Bikini Bottom, there's a
Listen, I'm a fan of beards, okay? I'm a fan, I like a man with a beard, yes. Some type of facial hair, I understand it's kind of hard for y'all. But if you have a beard, okay, do not in your life ever shave that junk off. Okay? Bro, I hate when a man, and you guys can do what you want with your body, because it's your body. But I'm just yapping here. I cannot stand when a man has a nice facial hair and shave all of it off. Cause look at Patchy, bro. Cause that's what's under your beard. You have no chin. Your neck and chin, there's no separation. You look gross. You look like you smell weird. Like, look at that. Look at that. And the Dutchman ain't cute. Like, not cute at all. But he just looks worse off than what he did. Like, sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes you need to keep the beard. Do not shave the beard, bro. Keep the beard, please. Sincerely, Ismani, the YouTuber that's opinion doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna give it anyways.
Moment that cannot be written off as another continuity error. SpongeBob and Patrick accidentally shave off the Dutchman's beard, and the Dutchman claims the beard won't grow back for another 1,000 years.
Oh, that
Your
sucks.
beard will just grow back.
You know nothing of my facial hair! It'll take 1,000 years for my beard to grow back!
Bad breath.
By the end of the episode, we cut to several months later, and his beard is back.
The curse will wear off when my beard grows back.
Several months later.
She wants to marry me!
It's not like this is just some plot point they forgot about between episodes. This several months later is in the same episode where the Dutchman says the beard takes 1,000 years to grow back.
It'll take 1,000 years for my beard to grow back!
Several months later.
Why the fuck would they include this line if they were just gonna...
Has Alex always cussed in his videos? That placement of the F word was weird.
Several months later.
Why the fuck would they include this line if they were just gonna contradict it a few minutes later in the same goddamn episode? They even blatantly mention that it's several months later twice, as if they're trying to make you realize how inconsistent it is.
Several months later.
Well, here we are several months later.
So, what does any of this mean? Why are the writers of SpongeBob intentionally making the Flying Dutchman as inconsistent as possible? Well, the only way that this makes sense to me is if we're seeing the Flying Dutchman non-chronologically. And by that I mean, the Flying Dutchman is time traveling. Just bear with me for a second. For SpongeBob, only several months have passed, but for the Dutchman, it actually was 1,000 years later. The Dutchman didn't recognize Mr. Krabs in Season 6 because for him, this is the first time they've met. And from his perspective, the episodes where he tries to take Mr. Krabs' soul haven't happened yet. The Dutchman's not the marrying type in Season 7, but he probably actually does end up getting married to the giant monster, and that's why we see him with a ring in Season 4, because the past is the future for the Flying Dutchman. Whoa. Okay, let's calm down for a second there, Alex. This time travel idea does fix a lot of problems with the Dutchman's continuity, but claiming a character has time travel powers is a major leap. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Flying Dutchman is a very powerful ghost. He can teleport, he can shapeshift, he can grant wishes, but we've never seen him manipulate time.
You get 3 wishes.
Wishes? I wish we had known that earlier.
Okay, you got 2 wishes left.
Huh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so the Dutchman's time traveling. And you know what this means? The Flying Dutchman could absolutely be the ghost of Patchy the Pirate, and I'm gonna prove it.
Listen, Alex, I already believe you. I'm gonna tell you why I already believe you. Because back to my little theory of why I agree with this, or why I'm going to support and build off of it. If Alex touches on it, he touches on it. If he's time traveling, right, and he's like, I guess Patchy is like, I don't know whether Patchies are dead or not, I'm not gonna say, but it definitely makes sense though. The only reason why I say it makes sense because you have Patchy, who has been a diehard SpongeBob fan, 10 years plus into the fan club, then inviting SpongeBob to certain events, hoping that you would see him, getting a little butthurt, getting more than butthurt actually, when SpongeBob does not show up. But if you pay attention to the behavior of a person that's parasocial, not only are they obsessive, but sometimes that obsession gets kind of aggressive because they are obsessed with this person so much because they know everything about them and they have this one-sided connection that they feel like they're deserving of their time, their energy, and to be in their presence. Even after meeting them one time, they still somehow are upset and still feel some type of way because I deserve more time with you. I support you. I know everything about you. It's like that would be okay if they knew you too. But even if they knew you too, everybody has their own life. You're not entitled to have all of somebody's time. That's what I was trying to say. You're not entitled to have somebody's you're not entitled to have all of a person's time. It doesn't matter how close or how much relationship you got. Everybody's their own individual. So Patchy's parasocial ways, because he's so obsessive and he has yet to actually meet SpongeBob, it is turning to a bit of aggression and it is turning resentment towards him, but it's still wrapped around in a big old blanket or a big old basket, whatever, because I don't know what that is, of obsession. I'm over here trying to make a point, but I'm not good at talking. So for him to turn into the Flying Dutchman makes sense because they're both pirates. Patchy thinks he's a pirate, so why not be a pirate in his ghost form, you know? Because he's always thought he was a pirate. Something's going on up here. And yes, you would think that he would be a lot more kinder, a little bit more happy to see SpongeBob, but every time he sees SpongeBob, it's like he's always taking advantage of him. It's like he's always doing something to bully him, always, invading his space. Like, it's like you could be happy because you get to spend time with him, but at the same time, you're still so mad and you're still so bitter because of everything that's happened prior to you meeting SpongeBob. Now you're being such a giant douchebag to him and you're still obsessed with him at the same time. It's kind of crazy, but that's just my little 2 cents. It's like people that are parasocial, they're so weird, and it's like they don't understand their feelings towards this person, so they're always but it's always obsession. They feel like they're entitled to know them, entitled to their time. It's just weird. So if you ever parasocial, Like, it's okay to be a fan of somebody and be supportive of them, but please, please know that they're just a human. They probably don't even know you exist. Like them and support them in a very, very limited and realistic capacity, so you don't lose your mind and possibly go to jail. Okay, let's continue. What was that? What's on your laptop? Huh? We're being nosy. Help make my first feature film. You got $351 raised, good. But the goal is $25,000. Help fund my film. Man, I understand. It's hard being a creative. Like, it's so hard to be a creative because, unfortunately, in order for you to make a living off this, the validation and acceptance of others in an audience is important. So with that being said, I really would love to make a career out of this. So please, please support me on all the platforms that I post content, which is TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and I also stream on Twitch. I would like to make a living in this, and this is just a shameless, very awkward plug-in. But I understand that it's hard to be a creative, and it's hard to make a career out of this. But I humbly ask that you guys continue to support me through this journey so I can make a living off of this, and I can invest in it. The more I make, or the more that you guys support me, the more I can invest in this, the more I can be here longer. And I can make a living off of it, because that's the goal. But nonetheless, I also want to tell you thank you for being here, man. Like 500 plus of y'all here. All the views that I get, thank you for supporting this little YouTuber on this side of the YouTube site. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn that bell so you know my posts, support my other socials. Love you. Gotcha.
Oh, hey Alex. What's up?
Hey Wes, sorry for just barging in on you like this. I was actually wondering maybe if you want to watch my new Spongebob theory, maybe give me some feedback.
Dude, yeah, absolutely. I love those videos. Come on, man.
How's the film thing going?
Oh, you know, funding's a nightmare.
I'm sure you figured it out. So just give it a watch, tell me what you think.
You see how Alex barely, like, he was like, oh, yeah, that's hard. Anyways, watch this. Like, bro, bro, support your friend. If my friend came over here acting like that, bro, I'd be like, yo, what the fudge you got going on? What is this energy? What is this vibe? And why don't you care about my life a little bit more like I care about yours? You know, come and barging in me. I'm having like a midlife career crisis. And here you go. Hey, watch this. Also, I'm going to take a dump in your bathroom. Like, dang, calm down. Hey, how you doing? Can we crack open a beer? I don't drink beer, but they're all right. I'm so tired.
This time, instead of ending with the big twist, I'm just gonna open it.
And look, he's sitting back ready to watch it. Like, Alex, you're a weirdo. I love you, Alex. I'm sorry. What's going on, man? You on that stuff? The death of Patchy the pirate. Oh, snap. We're really getting into it. Yeah.
So, if Patchy the pirate eventually becomes the Flying Dutchman, that means at some point in the future, Patchy is going to die. Except, here's the thing. I think Patchy is already dead in present day, and we have already seen his death on screen. That Christmas special I told you would be important later on? It's the season 13 episode SpongeBob's Road to Christmas, and as of recording this, it's the latest episode in the SpongeBob timeline. SpongeBob does meet Patchy in this episode, but for some reason he's fully animated instead of using the usual live-action style.
Ahoy, SpongeBob and Patrick! It's me, Patchy the Pirate!
It honestly feels kind of creepy for some reason, especially since
Feels
the
wrong.
creators themselves said that Patchy could never meet SpongeBob.
Well, they can never meet, right?
Well, yeah, they can never meet it.
Is it possible that this isn't the real Patchy? Well, the last time we saw live-action Patchy was in SpongeBob's Big Birthday Blowout, and that episode ended with him being fired out of a cannon and crashing into an island. Immediately after that, Patchy's severed head shows up and meets SpongeBob. But I already explained how this is clearly just another hallucination, and he's probably just gonna wake up on the island disappointed that he didn't actually meet SpongeBob like every other time. But what if this is something more than just a simple dream that he can wake up from? I mean, the last shot we saw of the real Patchy was him and Potty face down in the sand, struggling to get out. What if they didn't? And this is what Patchy is hallucinating as he dies. During this hallucination, he begins singing the show's theme song with SpongeBob to wrap up the episode.
Oh, who's having a birthday under the sea?
But as they're singing, we briefly cut to this horrifying shot of Patchy's body with Potty's head lying on the island, violently convulsing in pain. It happened so quick that I didn't even process it the first time. But goddamn, that is some terrifying imagery for a kids show. Why the fuck did they show this? Is this some kind of PG symbolic way to show Patchy and Potty suffocating to death in the sand? Holy shit!
Yo, Alex. Yo. No offense, man. This ain't Steve. I need to get his name right. Steven Hillenberg, or is it Steve Hillenberg? We go, no, because I got something to say, okay? Yeah, Steven Hillenberg. Okay, this is not the legacy that he wanted. In fact, the show shouldn't even be going on this long. But I'm sure for dang certain, I'm very certain that he did not want that. That's crazy, bro. Like, as much as I love SpongeBob, I kind of only see like the newer episodes in passing. And I forgot, I've seen that episode, but I forgot that happens at the end. But I forgot how violent that junk looked and how disturbing that junk looked to have Potty's head on Patchy's body. Like, that's not right. But the symbolism, because yes, they were stuck in the sand, head first, feet dangling in the sky. Do they dangle? Do they dangle if they're hanging upside down? Feet up in the air, just a wiggling. And unless somebody came and pulled them out on that deserted island, them other truckers are dead. So to show that they're like suffocating of some sort, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I know, and the writers did not like Patchy. The freaking stars of the show did not like Patchy for good reason. He was a little bit obsessive with SpongeBob. But did he deserve to die? Did he deserve his death written like that? No, I don't think so.
Okay, so let's say Patchy and Potty, the hosts of the SpongeBob SquarePants television show, are dead. What happens now? Well, the show must go on. The SpongeBob SquarePants television show has to continue without him, but they need a new host to replace Patchy. Except, are they really gonna tell their young audience that their beloved Patchy the Pirate and Potty the Parrot are dead? No, they're gonna replace them with animated actors.
And they're using actors.
Hey, that's showbiz for you. But what happened to the real Patchy after he died? Well, he became a ghost and could finally meet his idol SpongeBob, except when he goes to Bikini Bottom, what would he see? SpongeBob and all of his friends partying without him. Patchy dedicated his entire life to SpongeBob. He even died for him, and SpongeBob never even knew Patchy existed. That resentment that's been building up inside of Patchy for all of these years finally explodes, and this is how Patchy the Pirate becomes the Flying Dutchman. Patchy is done pretending to be a pirate and dressing up in his fake costumes. He gets a new look, a new identity, and now he can finally live out the fantasy of being a real pirate. Remember that board game?
Nasty. That's nasty. Look at bro's hand.
And now we can finally live
Look at that, bro. That is nasty. That is nasty. That junk is flip. Like, how do you even do that? Nasty.
the fantasy of being a real pirate. Remember that board game that they said was based on a real map from the Flying Dutchman?
Based on a real treasure map.
We never really did see the map that it was based on, or did we? Remember when Patchy was looking for the Lost SpongeBob episode? He used this map to find it. Now, at first I thought these two maps didn't look all that similar, but the more I looked at it, the more my mind was blown. Same red X in the middle, you got the compass, the palm trees, a turtle, a fish, but most importantly, they both have the forked tree.
Half a league to the forked tree.
Look for the deacon's goose through the fork in the old tree.
That is a very specific detail. You would not just see that on any random map. The Flying Dutchman based his map off of the one from his past. So, he's become the Flying Dutchman now, and his main target for haunting is, of course, the one who ignored him his entire life, SpongeBob SquarePants. But how did Patchy become such a powerful ghost who can even manipulate time itself? Well, there's actually an episode in season 12 called The Ghost of Plankton that gives us a pretty clear understanding of how ghost powers work. It basically just takes time and effort to grow your powers. Patchy's already given SpongeBob 20 years of dedication, might as well go a little further with it as the Dutchman. Patchy travels back in time to visit all of his favorite, most cherished SpongeBob episodes, including his favorite episode, Shanghai.
We're gonna see me favorite show, Shanghai.
Except now, he's not just watching the episode. He's the one in control, and he's gonna make SpongeBob pay for everything he's done. And he's gonna make him pay over and over and over again. But then, we get to the episode, Ghost Host. Patchy initially moves in with SpongeBob to torture him, but as much as he tries to deny it, deep down, he's still that devoted fanboy who just wants SpongeBob to be his friend. As much as he wants to pretend to be the Dutchman, deep down, Patchy is still here. And that is why, if you go to the Krusty Krab after closing, and you go out the back to the dumpster, you can still read the words, Patchy was here. Yes, he certainly was. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the time-traveling ghost pirate theory. Thank you very much. Oh shit, what about Potty? He died with Patchy too, right? What the hell happened to him? I can figure this out, just give me a second. Let me just quickly rewatch every single episode of SpongeBob. Gotta watch the spin-offs too. Okay, let me see. The motherfucker ate him!
I wonder what parrot tastes like.
That is the time-traveling ghost pirate theory, baby! I am done! Woo! See ya! Thank you again so much for watching. This was an especially tough one to figure out, but I think it all came together in the end. If you haven't already, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notifications. I am your hostess.
We gonna get into the rest of this. Okay, I want to address Potty. P, why you eat Potty, Patchy? He didn't deserve that. Sometimes Potty wasn't your biggest friend. In fact, he was your biggest op, but still your biggest supporter too. He was there. You didn't have to eat him. It was gonna happen eventually, bro. You know, an annoying bird-like thing. Anything's gonna taste like chicken. Okay, anything flapping, probably gonna taste like some chicken. So I get it. But let me get back into Patchy, bro. Listen, like I said, parasocial attitude, personality, I don't know. When you're parasocial like that, bro, yes. At the end of the day, you could terrorize the person that you're obsessed with, but at the end of the day, it's coming from a very, very twisted place of admiration for them. You're always gonna admire them. And so if torturing them and causing them problem and havoc is the way for you to keep them close, that's what you're gonna do. And it's unfortunately your only option or your best option to, quote, make them stay. We've seen it in movies a bunch of times. A person is obsessed with somebody, locks them in a basement because that is the only way that they can keep them here. And it's like, I want you here forever, by any means necessary. And that's exactly what Patchy is doing while being the Flying Dutchman. Like, he could have just been a ghost and existed in the Bikini Bottom and kept it pushing. But at the same time, there is a resentment. There is a hatred, but also a deep love and obsession for SpongeBob that they all exist at the same time. And it's clashing. Some days he's SpongeBob's friend. Other days he's SpongeBob's enemy. And that's why he acts the way he does as a Flying Dutchman. But yeah, man, I feel bad for Patchy, bro. But at the same time, let's let this be a lesson to you. Do not be gosh darn parasocial and weird with these people. These are human beings. And they got their own life, bro. and you need to have yours. It's okay to like these people. It's okay to love them, you know, but at the same time, you don't know them. They don't know you. So don't be weird, okay? That's one thing I'm always gonna say. Do not be weird with people. Don't be weird. All right, let's finish this.
SpongeBob guy, and I will see you next time.
Hey, Alex. I finished the theory. Pretty good stuff, man. You doing okay in there?
Drink your water. Oh man, that's right. He's in the basement.
Alex.
See, my friend would have to get out.
Alex.
What you doing, bro? Why are you lying about going to the bathroom? Look at you. You would have to get out.
Alex?
Oh. Hi, Wesley.
What are you doing down here?
Sorry. I must have got lost.
Got lost?
That's okay.
That's not
I finished the video.
What'd you think?
It was good. Hey, is everything okay?
Is everything okay? Why wouldn't everything be okay?
I mean, come on, dude. You're
Don't feed your friend to the
you're acting
muse.
weird.
Or eat him. Please don't
No,
do
you're
it.
right. I have been feeling weird lately. Wesley, I have a confession to make. I didn't come here to show you a video.
Why are you here?
To help you.
Oh, you.
I'm sorry.
I wonder if he's passing the muse on. Like, you gotta pass it on to somebody else. Because he's also creative, and the muse also attacks people that are creative.
Sorry about all of that. I think I'm coming down with something.
Get out of my house. Get out of my house.
I'll clean it up. But you should probably go, though.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I'll go. Sorry again.
Alex.
How you feeling?
Like my stomach just got pumped.
You'll feel better soon.
I don't know how to feel about what I did.
I get it, but you did the right thing. And soon you won't have to worry about your muse at all.
So you passed it on? He passed it on. I knew it. Oh my God. Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
I like the haircut, by the way.
Thanks. Yeah. Long hair just didn't really feel like me.
Thanks again for, you know, talking me through all this. Glad I don't have to deal with it on my own anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I get how weird it all is.
See you. You must have given someone else a muse too, right?
She gave it to him?
Did you? Give
She
me
gave
my
it-
muse?
You needed help. It worked, didn't it?
Oh, oh my gosh.
Good night, Victoria.
That'd be my last time talking to her. Last time. Your guilt made you feel like you had to help me, not because you wanted to help me.
Well,
Oh, fire. I can't wait to see how that wraps up. Well, we have come to the end of tonight's video. I really encourage y'all to watch this tonight. Make you feel like you're in the moment with me. Currently, it is 12:33. I thought I'd be done at 1, but I made it. All right, you guys. Oh, it literally took me exactly an hour. Okay. All right, let's recap. Don't be parasocial, because I feel like that was like one of the main takeaways, you know, as far as like the theory itself, of course. Don't be parasocial, but also be careful what you put your hope in as a creative, okay? It'll consume you like the muse, okay? The fact that it's being passed around like I was gonna say like an STD, but But I enjoyed this video. I enjoy every SpongeBob conspiracy. I hope that this video was entertaining enough with the minimum amount of energy that I have. I am so tired. I'm gonna go upstairs, take a shower, and go to bed. But nonetheless, I enjoyed myself. You know, I enjoy making these. But if you enjoyed them as well, I need you to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn the bell so you know when I post, because I love you so much. Oh, period. Record deal on the way. Come pick me up. Oh God, I'm so stupid and corny. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys for watching. I can't wait to do the next one. We'll figure out what the next one's gonna be. We're almost done with these. But you know, I'm planning out some next videos and stuff like that, so we'll figure it on out. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, and Yahweh willing, I will see you all in the next video. Bye, peace out, shalom, I love you. So long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye, until we meet again. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm about to be a singer.